folks, hey, how you doing? Hey, good day, good morning, whatever. Whenever you're watching this, how you doing? This is Paul Michael, and another episode of Live at theGross with my good friend George Pretz, Commissioner George Pretz. You all know him, you've seen him. If you haven't, if you don't know him, you have seen him. I guarantee it. He is the man in Osawatomie. George, how you doing, buddy?
Real good.
All right. Well, we're gonna have start off first thing. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us what I know. I think a lot of people know that you're from Osawatomie. You're the commissioner of that area.
Yes.
Is your family from there?
Yes, we've been in Miami County since the 50s, so I've pretty well been in the Osawatomie area my whole life.
Well, but wait, you were born in 1970, right?
No, I was born in the 50s.
Oh, my God.
55 model.
I'm trying to give you, trying to give you some credit there.
I'm high mileage.
All right, so how many? Well, your wife, what's your name?
Marge.
I know Marge. How you doing, Marge? I'm just trying to help out the process. All right, so tell us about. How many kids do you have?
I have 4 children.
4 children.
3 boys and 1 girl. All college educated. 3 of them got masters. One's got a doctorate degree. They went to Emporia, KU, K-State, Pittsburgh.
They all graduated from Osawatomie.
All Osawatomie High School graduates, as am I.
Okay, so
The wife Marjorie's from Salina.
So how'd you meet Marge?
Mainly through, I've always been in the registered hosting business.
Mm-hmm. That's the family business, correct?
Yeah, now we're cow-calf operation.
Okay.
No longer have dairy cattle. So
Okay.
matter to dairy cattle.
So your kids, do any of them live around here, or do they move off?
They live. Most of them live pretty close. The oldest son, Emporia graduate, is a high school band teacher in Burlingame, Kansas, about 60 miles from here. He's been teaching about 10 years.
Okay.
Has a wife and 2 children. Daughter Katie lives in Overland Park, getting ready to have a 6th child.
There you go. Congratulations, man. Yeah, so you're about to. So wait, real quick, before you get to the other 2 kids, how many grandkids do you have?
Have 8 right now. We'll have 10 before the year's up.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so go on. The other kids, you have 2 more?
Son John, 3rd child, K-State graduate, got his master's there, then got a doctorate degree in dairy cattle nutrition, but lives in South Dakota, but moving back to Miami County soon.
Okay. Good.
And the youngest, Mark, be getting married in 2 weeks, so I'll have all 4 married. John has 2 children. Of course, Mark be getting married in 2 weeks. He lives in College Station, Texas. Pittsburgh, state graduate.
Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Aggie.
His future wife is all Texas A&M. Trying to get into vet stuff.
Oh, Lord. All right, so okay, your folks. You said they moved here in the 50s.
Yeah.
Where are they from originally?
Originally from Wyandotte, Johnson County. I'm a 5th generation farmer here now, so we've had 5 generations in the U.S., primarily Wyandotte, Johnson. My dad was in Lynn County in the 50s, and we moved to Miami County in the late 50s.
Now, how far removed is your family from across the pond, over in Europe?
5th generation back, come over here from Germany, born in 1820, died in 1869, Peter Pretz. I can visit his grave in Olathe Memorial Cemetery.
And that is something that few people can do.
Right.
That's
all agriculture. They've all been farmers.
So having said that, you're a big supporter, big advocate of 4-H and clubs.
FFA, 4-H.
That's cool.
I'm still heavily involved in agriculture and serve on the Kansas Farm Bureau State Board, represent 10 counties, which Farm Bureau is all about advocacy and educating people on agriculture, and we provide service to people.
Now, when did you graduate?
I graduated from high school. I first started going to Catholic school when they had one in Osawatomie, St. Philip Neri Catholic School. Went there till 6th grade. It was shut down when they built a new church that was completed in 70. I went to the public school system starting in 7th grade and graduated from Osawatomie High School in 73. Went to Fort Scott Community College a year and a half, and then went on to Kansas State University 2.5 years and received my Bachelor of Science degree in agriculture education, and came back to the family farm. Spring of 77, it'll be 40 years since I got out of college.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. So, okay, do you have any? What I ask all people that that are 40 and up, or even 30 and up. As far as the generation in this area, what are some of the biggest changes you noticed in the lifestyle and the even the agriculture? In the just the geography.
Probably the biggest thing I've seen, people aren't working local. They're, probably over half the people leaving the county to work every day. We're a little more of a bedroom community. When I was growing up, the railroad employed a lot of people in Osawatomie, and the state hospital, Osawatomie State Hospital, employed a lot of people in Osawatomie, and today probably over half the people, a lot of people back in the 60s and 70s had their own business on Main Street, but today they're working in Johnson and various counties.
Now, what do you think? I know that being a member, being a commissioner, that's one of your main things. The infrastructure and so on and so forth of the county. But what is what do you think is the reason for that?
The reason for what?
The main reason for people leaving. Just being a bedroom.
It's where the job's at. Like I said, the railroad virtually left Osawatomie. Osawatomie State Hospital downscaled their employment. A lot of the jobs are in Johnson County with 560,000 people. There's a lot of employment in Johnson County.
Yeah. Is there any way to pull? I'm sure you ask all the time. So what was the last question in this part? But do you think there's any way to pull them back in here? Or is there...
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that got their own businesses, and that's what I've seen change the last 10 years. They're being a lot more creative and having their own business, and things will come. But the good thing we've got in Miami County is a good quality of life, and it's go to Johnson County and drive around here. It's a lot more enjoyable. It doesn't take long to get anywhere in Miami County. That's what I appreciate about it, just the quality of life we have in this county.
So what are your, being a Osawatomie Trojan graduate, what are some of your best memories of high school here?
Oh, it just
Or even, not even high school, but just younger years living here, growing up.
Oh, it was all good.
And so tell me some more about the memories of your favorite memories of growing up in Osawatomie, whether it be middle school, high school, grade school, younger, whatever.
Catholic school was a good experience. Get a foundation on my religion, which is a big part of my life. And still learning today, on my religion. You never stop learning.
Never stop, yeah.
There's so much to learn and appreciate and carry on. But so the Catholic school education was a good experience.
And so when did you say that time? I don't think I never really knew that there was actually a Catholic school in Osawatomie.
Yeah, it was probably shut down in the spring of 1967. Probably my 6th grade year. Last year, they tore down the building and built the present church. It was done by 1970. But public school was a good. We had large classes. We probably had 100 kids in in our class. Had some good sports teams. Not that I was good at it, but I always went out. And I would, like Lynn Dickey was 6 years older than me, which were exciting years for Osawatomie in football. Derek Jensen was 1 year behind me, so I actually saw all of his development. Derek just passed away this past month, and it was exciting. And then we had a superstar in my class, Rick Stevens, that died about the time we graduated in May of '73. Wow. He had a full ride to KU, so I'm just surrounded by great sports teams. We were undefeated our freshman year in football.
Wow.
Might have lost 3 our sophomore year, lost 2 junior year in the fall of '71, and lost 1 in the fall of '72, my senior year. Then the next year, Osawatomie was state champ. So with Derek Jensen, a pretty small number, but very quality. They were inspired to do well. That actual team was inspired by Rick Stevens' death in May of '73, and they set that goal and achieved it. And Derek Jensen was a superstar.
Oh yeah,
a lot of times that takes to win a state championship. You had Shea here when you won your state championship. And it takes a superstar generally. Lynn Dickey, it wasn't playoffs then, but they were rated by newspapers. They were state champions.
Yeah.
Had been in the fall of '66.
Amazing team.
Yeah.
Amazing team.
Yeah. Then Lynn Dickey following him through K-State and success he had, and drafted by the Houston Oilers, and played most of his time at the Green Bay Packers, and watched Derek Jensen, how good he did with the Oakland Raiders. So be right between two, play with a lot of great athletes.
Oh man, yeah, it's
be
pretty
between
amazing.
Lynn Dickey and Derek Jensen. And that's all good. 2 people who went to the NFL.
Can't be. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Osawatomie High School is the only school in the county to have an NFL player.
I've read that.
Man, I know that Brian Shea went into the Chiefs, but they actually played a season of the game.
And played quite a few years.
Yeah, and then to boot, I mean, he had a championship, didn't he?
Who's that?
Did Jensen?
Yeah, they won the Super Bowl. Yeah.
And then Lynn Dickey, did they win the Super Bowl?
I don't think so, but he had some good years.
Yeah, he had some great years.
Yeah. And I had some good coaches. I had Bill Freeman, which just passed the past year. Not a better football coach, he'd give you a kick in the rear, but he's the best cheerleader you could ever have. So, and that's what it takes.
Pretty amazing. Well, George, I'll tell you what, we're gonna end this segment, and we're gonna come back with you're gonna be in the hot seat.
Oh yeah, I'm used to that.
We're gonna ask you a few questions here, but this is Paul Michael, Commissioner George Pretz, and we're here live at theGross. See you soon. And we are back, folks. Paul Michael, Commissioner. Okay, sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful when I honor the position, but do I have to always call you Commissioner?
No.
Okay, so I can call you
George.
Can I call you? And what are some nicknames? Does Marge have any nicknames for you?
Honey.
Honey?
Yeah.
She doesn't have any Georgie P or Georgie Pie or
No.
Georgie Porgy. Anybody call you Georgie Porgy?
Not much anymore. Growing up. Yeah.
So growing up, what were some big nicknames?
Cowman, whatever. Yeah. Always related to milking cows and agriculture,
livestock, and
everything. Yeah.
All right. Well, we were back in the hot seat. We were here at the hot seat for the first time. And George, the first question that I have for you, this is a big one. Are you a hunter or a gatherer? There's a time limit. There's a 5-minute time limit.
I'm a hunter.
You're a hunter?
Yeah.
All right. Well, why would you say that?
Always looking to improve. how can we get it done?
There you go. And I tell you what, real quick, I just spoke. I kind of odd, kind of ironic, I guess. I just spoke to the lady yesterday in Osawatomie that praised you so much, and I mean, no, I'm serious. And she said that George Pretz is, gosh, that talked about how you always have always, as long as you live there, but especially on the commission now, stood up for Osawatomie.
Oh yeah,
Always been a president, always trying to get the things done for Osawatomie that need to be done. So
there's a lot of work to be done over there, and city council's moving along. But as the county commissioner, tried to county owns all the bridges that go into the city of Osawatomie. Of course,
the infrastructure.
yeah, city's surrounded by two rivers on three sides, so it takes a lot of bridges. And over my span as county commissioner, we've worked on the Potawatomi Bridge south of Osawatomie, been restored.
Is the Mill Creek, is that the one that to the east? Osawatomie goes out like by the highway?
You got the 8th Street Bridge by the dam.
Yes,
by
yes.
the dam.
Yes.
Creamery Bridge.
Well, no, it's the one that by the highway.
Old Plum Creek, on Plum Creek.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Now, is that one getting fixed? Is that one being repaired?
East Osawatomie is the old Mill Street.
Is that it? Well, so you gave me okay.
Yeah, it's being built right now, and
Okay.
there's kind of a hunter aspect. It was closed in October of 2011,
Yeah.
and really didn't have a lot of hope of getting it built, but always wanted to because it is an avenue into town. And like I said, we worked on the bridge south of Osawatomie. We've even worked on the Derrick Jensen overpass in town with the quarter-cent sales tax. It's done a lot of good work. It's renewed every 5 years in the county. The Creamery Bridge by the Osawatomie Dam was completely rehabilitated. Beautiful structure. We worked on all the bridges north of Osawatomie on Old Casey Road, or that goes the old highway that goes north of Osawatomie, and then missing link when the Mill Street Bridge was shut down in 2011. It's just cost prohibitive. It takes a lot of money to build a new bridge across the river, and the great thing that happened with this one, our staff was able to get $1 million grant from KDOT that actually comes from the federal government. So we went ahead and put our money into engineering that bridge. Went out to bid, and engineers thought the bridge could be as high as $2.5 million to go over the Maridazine, East Osawatomie, but the bid come in by Pyramid Builders for $1.6 million. So we've got the $1 million grant. The total bridge will cost about $1.9 million.
Mm-hmm.
But the county will get across that river for $900,000, which is as cheap as you can do anywhere. A 30-foot wide bridge and 300-foot long. Should be done this fall. So the total cost of the bridge is $1.9 million, but we've got that $1 million grant, so we'll get across that river for $900,000.
Well, now you need to snap out of commissioner mode, all right? I want George. I want you're here to talk about.
I'm excited to serve the people.
See, I thought
Osawatomie and 3 townships.
And that's awesome.
And that's my job.
Well, that's awesome. And we thank you for that too, because that's really something pretty admirable to be. And the lady that I spoke to yesterday, she was completely right. I vouch for her. I've seen you at work many times. But here we're in the gross. This is a hot seat time. You're burning my time up, George.
All right, let's go.
All right, so now we might have to eat into your third segment. You just did your segment. So
Okay.
all right. So next question. All right, you are a new addition to a crayon box. What color are you and why?
I guess I'm red.
Why? Well, obvious. Swab me.
Yeah.
Trojans.
Hot. Want to get her done.
All right. So, okay, would you say you're a 50s, 60s, 70s? Like if you were a child of what era, what would you be?
70s.
So you're 70s? So give me your favorite 70s jam.
Well, you know, we still had the Beatles at the beginning, and the Beatles
So can you perform a song for us?
probably.
No, you can't. So that kind of goes without saying. Right? I normally talk to people. And,
Been a hard day's night. I've been working like a dog.
There you go.
There you go. How's that?
That's perfect right there. Well, I normally ask people. I mean, we don't really have a intro music set up yet, so I normally ask the guest to sing the intro. But that's good right there. We'll stick with that. You get the Beatles in the spot. All right. What was the last gift that you gave to someone?
Last gift I get probably a meal. I don't know.
What to who? Well, you get too many details. I need details about this.
I give my wife presents all the time.
I was going to say, it wasn't jewelry for Marge. God, I'm looking out for you, Marge.
Valentine's Day, yeah. Anyway, you bet.
All right, so, all right. What inspires George Pretz? I gotta say it. What inspires Georgie Porgy?
Getting something done,
Getting something done.
not the status quo.
And now, who inspires you?
Just the people around me, I don't know, my wife inspires me. My Lord and Savior inspires me, just to do good works and carry on, make a difference.
That's awesome. All right, so what are you known for? I mean, like when people think of George Pretz, whether it be Commissioner George Pretz, whatever. What do people think?
I hope a pleasant attitude, but I can get serious too and ask a tough question and demand results. But, humor and I guess I've been known for the farm. We had the world champion Holstein, dairy cow in 1990, exported cattle around the world, had a real influence at that time.
You're kind of known for a lot. a lot of people just can't even.
I hope it's mainly good things. I've made my mistakes.
A lot of people.
Everybody else.
A lot of people struggle to get one. Man, you were blessed because you start rattling off things, rattling off, and that's awesome.
I've been very fortunate. Been surrounded by good people.
Okay, two-part question. All right, when you're in your car and you're driving down the street, what are you thinking of?
I'm usually listening to talk radio, trying to keep up with the time.
What do you work towards in your free time?
Just trying to make the county better, and I got people calling me every day. They got a particular problem, and they want me to listen about it, and I try to take action to help them.
Well, we're going to take a break real quick. Come right back. Live at the Gross. Commissioner George Pretz. I've got his permission to call him George. And Paul Michael, live at the Gross, and on MCtv. We'll be right back. And we are back again, live at the Gross. Paul Michael, George Pretz. A few more questions in this hot seat, and then you'll be off. The only that I know it's getting warm for you there, George. But we got a few more questions for you.
Good.
Now, how would you rate your memory?
Good.
So, if I asked you, where were you at in sixth grade, on this date in sixth grade?
Be in school.
Touche. We'll stop with that one because that's good. All right. If you woke up and had 2,000 unread emails, and you could only answer 10 of them, or we'll say 100 of them, how would you choose which ones to answer?
I guess people I know. So I'd go with the people I know.
All right. Now, do me a favor. We have through this door here. In about 5 seconds, I see one. You're gonna walk through. All right. Yeah. He's gonna look at you. What is he gonna say?
Hello. I don't know. Penguins can't talk.
Well, here's the kicker to that. Why is he wearing a sombrero?
I don't know. He's not Cinco de Mayo yet.
Well, it's almost.
Yeah, okay, it's, getting ready for Cinco de Mayo.
All right, let me see. We got all right. Now, who'd win in a fight between Spider-Man and Batman, and why?
Spider-Man.
Why?
You can get all over the place quick.
Well, okay. I'll give that to you. I mean, I could debate, but that's good. Here's the second part of that. If you had a superpower, and you might have one, I'm not sure, but if you had one, what would it be and why?
To know what other people are thinking.
Why?
So you can help them and get to the conclusion quicker.
I like that. All right. A few more questions, and then all right. What song best describes you? If you had a theme song, if you walked through the door, every time you walked through the door, or every time you just burst through that door, a song started playing, intro music, what would it be?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Who let the dogs out? I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say something like he works hard for his money or something. He works hard for his money.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
Oh wait, I guess that she works hard for her money.
Big question. Big question.
All right, so all right, are you fun? Is George Pretz fun?
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'm too much fun. I have too much fun.
And do you have fun on the commissioner board on the panel?
Oh yeah, work with good people there. Work with Rob Roberts, Ron Stiles, Mr. Gunter, and Mr. Dixon. Just a real good group.
Now, who? And we're kind of maybe open up some doors here. Who is the most stern, the strictest on the panel?
Strictest. We don't have much of that anymore.
Anymore?
We've had them in the past. We're all pretty
laid back.
Yeah, talk it through.
All right, who is the most forgetful?
Most forgetful. That'd be Dan Gallagher.
Danny.
Call him late, Danny Gallagher. Forgot we're having a meeting. But he's as good as they come.
Oh my gosh.
What else you got?
All right. So
we're going to let it all out here.
We're opening some doors here now. That's it. All right. So I put the question down. We're going on to the commissioner board. All right. So who is like the most OCD? Like has to have everything in the right place, right time.
That might be me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is the most? I mean, complete opposite of that.
That'd be Danny. He's a good guy.
He's a
good
guy. They're all good guys. All right. Tell us
The voice of reason is Ron Stiles. A lot of times he pulls us all together, not get too radical, not go too far.
Mm-hmm.
Keep us.
Now, who is the best dressed?
That'd be Ron Stiles.
Ron.
He's a model, haven't you seen? Slender.
Oh my God. Okay. So who is the
most talkative?
Who's the class clown?
Oh, that's probably me.
Probably you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go down that path. Who is the most likely to succeed?
Most likely to succeed. What?
Just the word in general, but most likely to succeed.
Oh, all of them. Everybody's got their issues. You know, Rob Roberts does well. He's a pusher. Get her done.
Who's the most defensive?
Defensive. None of them.
What about argumentative? I mean, like who's one that really pushes? Like somebody wants a border on their land, move push back in their county or their area. Who pushes harder for it?
Probably Rob Roberts.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he'll just drive it in the ground. He's a goer.
They get him. I tell you, that's how they got to be sometimes.
He gets her done.
All right. So is there anything? Okay, your wife. Let's talk about her. I mean, she's amazing.
I didn't talk about our newest commissioner, Phil Dixon. Been a real good addition from Lewisburg. And he's learned a lot.
He's good.
He's on his
good
second
boy.
year. He's good.
His second, I thought it was third.
They're all good. Rob Roberts, you know, Danny Gallagher. I'm got a real good group. We can say what we want to say and not hurt feelings. We all got one vote. We don't always agree, but we respect each other. And
That's the main
we
thing.
get it all
too.
on the table. Good,
That's the
bad,
main thing is
ugly,
to respect each other and to let everybody have a voice.
Yeah, real good group.
All right, let's like I said, I want to talk real quick a few more minutes before we cut off
Sure.
about Marge. I mean,
Oh,
she
yeah.
is ever since I've known her, she is an amazing woman.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to use some brownie points, Marge. So so how did you meet her?
Oh, I tell one story. I was buying cattle from her dad out of Salina, and I kind of deciding which cow to buy and prove your herd. He had a real good herd of cattle. And I was kind of squinting, and you know how you get to looking at cattle. And she thought I was winking at her, and it just took off from there. And
Are you serious?
no, that was mid-'70s. We got married in '79, so we're close to 38 years.
So how you about? Were you dating? Were you actually up the question?
Not too long.
Or got
We
married?
probably only had 6 dates before we got married. It was long distance because I was already out of college in '77, and that's kind of when I fired up. So 200 miles away, and I was milking cows. And,
You were milking cows and she was
I thought
milking you?
this woman could get me to heaven. I married her, and what more can you ask for?
You can't. That's
Religion's
what I
a big
did.
part of her life. And
I'm married up.
yeah,
So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's
that's what
one
we're
of-
here for.
Amen. All right. Well, hey,
She
we're
improves me.
going to take a break. We're going to come back for the last segment, George. In this last segment, we're going to ask some. I mean, the first round. The first round of hot seat questions.
Yeah.
That was practice. That's warm up. This is the real
Okay.
deal. All right. So Paul Michael, George Pretz, live at the Gross here in Paola, Kansas, just above the Miami County Historical Museum. Do you have any? So okay, now real quick, last question. Does George Pretz have any social media?
Oh yeah, I've got a regular Facebook page, and I got George Pretz, Miami County Commissioner Facebook page.
Okay. So I mean, go there and like that page, or go there and send him questions and gripe at him because he's
Yeah.
doing such a bad job.
Like my page. I put stuff on there from time to time, whether it's about the new jail or construction projects or anything going on.
So when is the new jail going to open up?
We're hoping July now.
See, I know that. I mean, because I was for a while, MCtv was covering the board meetings,
Right.
and going into the
Did a
free
good job. We
free
need
meetings.
to.
What would you say is? Okay, what would you say is? I mean, yeah, you know you're pushing hard for it to be putting no SWAT in me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this man put in up a fight because I was there for the meetings, and and they were on TV, some of them, and he was put up a fight for it. Are you content with where it's at now?
Oh yeah. You know it's a
You don't have much of a choice, but
it's an $18 million project. I better be happy with it. Well, hope it all works out, and the sheriff's going to have a big job to run it. So
yeah.
we're going to get it built for him and do all we can and turn it over to Sheriff Kelly, and he'll do fine. And you know the trouble is it's a 24/7 operation.
Yes, it is. So what are some of the main points about us having a jail that massive?
Well, you know we've always got it holds 96, and we've always had 50 or 60 prisoners. So.
But you're gonna have a lot of open jail cells.
No, not really, because hopefully we can farm some in, and
That's
some
kinda what
other
I'm pushing
counties
for.
we're farming out now. So, but
Yeah.
I hope we can just rehabilitate people while they're in there and provide them some service, because we'll have the room, and so they don't come back. We've got quite a revolving door of the same people in our jails now, and hope we can get some improvement where we can actually help them while they're in there.
Well, yeah, like I said, this is Paul Michael, George Pretz, Commissioner, and Live at the Gross. We'll be back. We're back. It's all good. All right, so rapid fire. All right, George, you ready for this? All right. If you were sitting here, if you and I were sitting here a year from now celebrating what a great year it had been for you, why exactly would it have been a great year?
I got my fourth child married. You know, that's big to get
Huge.
all your children happy and married. That's big.
All right. When have you been most satisfied with and in your life?
I guess my wife, the relationship we have together.
Who is your role model and why?
Oh, I got everybody I meet is my role
Well,
model.
you gotta pick one, and this is the gross. You gotta pick one on I need. Hey, this is since Bill O'Reilly left. I mean, this is the no spin zone, right? So we gotta pick up where you left off.
I guess Ron Stiles is my role model. So yeah, you know, that guy does so much. You know, he lost a son, Nathan.
Yes.
Made a good situation out of it, the Nathan Project, and he does a good job at whatever. But he's a tough fighter. You know, he should have been a lawyer. He can cross-examine you and make you think, and he's doing so much good work going to the adolescent jails.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna try to get him.
Reading the Bible, and
We're gonna try to get him
that
here.
man is amazing.
We're gonna try to get him here at the gross soon. So
Oh, yeah.
you'll
he
be
does
seeing
a
him
lot
soon.
of good work, and he's just a good individual.
Now, let me tell you. Okay, tell me something about. Tell me something that you've accomplished, and so that you consider to be the most significant in your life, or one of the most significant.
Got married, stayed married, raised 4 good children.
All right. Now tell me in 30 seconds or less, or keep it down to like 30 words, your life story. If somebody came up and asked you, tell me about your life, George, what would you say? But yeah, keep it short.
Had good parents, raised, worked hard, worked every day on the farm, fortunate to be educated, had a good career in agriculture, fortunate to represent people on the county commission to make this county better, raised 4 good children. Just doesn't get any better than that.
All right. All right. Now, what? Tell me about a time when something didn't go the way you wanted it.
Oh, I think it's mainly been in business. There's tough years on the farm when you have a drought. You have business dealings that don't work out. You lose a lot of money. You try to.
How'd you get through them?
It's just survival mode. Don't give up. And you know, whether it's the bank helping you financially or your family helping you and your religion spiritually, there's just so many assets. But yeah, there's been a lot of rough years.
Cool.
Agriculture is the real world of Mother Nature.
So we're down to the last 10. Ready?
Okay.
This is go time.
Okay.
Right, George, are you ready? You need a breather? You need to take a break?
No.
Okay.
Go.
All right. So, all right. Number 1. What is your favorite word?
Favorite word? God.
What is your least favorite word?
Hell.
What turns George Pretz on?
My wife.
What turns George Pretz off?
People that won't listen.
What sound do you love?
Rain.
What sound do you hate?
Hail.
What is now? It says PG-13, but we can't bleep it out. So, what is your favorite curse word?
I don't have a favorite curse.
All right.
Move on.
Move on. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
A priest.
What profession would you not like to do?
What would I not like to do? Can't think of it. I think fast food is rough.
Now, okay, God forbid when you pass away, and you meet God at the pearly gates, what would you like to hear God say to you?
Say that again?
Yeah, when you walk through the pearly gates and you see God, what would you like to hear Him say?
Welcome. Good job. You tried.
All right, we have one last question.
Okay.
What is something that people out there don't know about George Pretz? You'd like to know?
Don't know. I'm not a rich man. I've been fortunate, but I'm not rich.
Rich and faith.
In monetary, money means.
George,
Fortunate, but not rich.
George, thank you so much.
Okay.
This is Paul Michael, Commissioner George Pretz, live at the Gross, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you.
Alright folks, hey, how you doing? This is